Hey, hi, it's me, Lisa Marie. I'm at the office on my lunch break. Sorry I'm late. The alarm went off and I don't know. Oh my gosh, I don't have a way to check the time. I'll pay attention to the clock maybe. Okay, we are going to continue reading in the Bariatric Code by Dr. Stephen Reyes. We are in chapter 1. And we are in the middle of page 3, and I see on the clock here it's 12:20, so 12:25 I will stop reading. Here we go. When you've been working in the weight loss surgery field for as long as I have, you have witnessed a great deal of bias and skepticism regarding the surgery itself and the people who have it. Historically, the negative attitude towards it has been made out of speculation and naivety, being naive. Over the past 20 years, I've seen medical professionals and the public who were once unsupportive of weight loss surgery evolve to become advocates. Once they understood the effectiveness in resolving and controlling numerous health issues, they gain an appreciation for what it has to offer. In my career, I've been asked by colleagues and the public if I am a proponent of weight loss surgery. And my answer is simple. I'm a proponent of good health and quality of life. I've seen weight loss surgery play a vital role in helping people improve their health and present them with opportunities to maintain it. If a person chooses to have weight loss surgery, it is my goal and passion to help them be successful. My years of clinical experience, education, research, and personal experiences have equipped me for pointing people to what is healthy, both physically and psychologically. Both of these components are necessary to address. Ooh, he has this little extra box right here on habits. So on habits, throughout my career, I've endorsed the notion that, quote, we are what we practice, unquote. We are all creatures of habit who practice a variety of behaviors that work toward the detriment of our bodies and sometimes for the good of our bodies. I also believe that if we practice what is healthy, we cannot lose. Of course, many of us do not know what healthy is or what it looks like. And sometimes people practice behaviors they believe are good for them when they are not. Been there. These behaviors are oftentimes baffling to people as they're putting forth a genuine effort but aren't getting the payoff that they had anticipated. You will soon be equipped to know the difference of what is healthy for you and what isn't. These healthy elements make up the content of the Bariatric Code. The skill in recognizing what is healthy will allow your efforts to be more efficient as you take care of yourself. Wow. We're coming back to that. Okay, etiology basics. With the alarming statistics verifying that more of the population is having obesity, currently around 50% of our population, it's clear that we practice behaviors that have harmful effects on our bodies. Though the pandemic of obesity is a multifactorial disease that includes your genetics, it doesn't tell the entire story. There are lifestyle practices that play a contributing part as well. Obviously, you're limited about what you can do regarding your genetics, but you can do something about the habits, behaviors, tendencies, and environment that play a role in your body's functioning and obesity. The good news is that these things are reversible and modifiable with the right plan and approach. Yes. In conjunction with the people I've worked with, I've been able to identify a lot of these behaviors through research and working in the bariatric health field for 2 decades. Helping people counter these things from both a psychological and behavioral perspective is the crux of my practice. It has become my methodology in helping people and the basis for principles I refer to as the Bariatric Code. Over time, I learned to categorize common human behaviors into two groupings. I refer to the detrimental behaviors and beliefs that support them as self-neglect. Self-neglect is the practice of behaviors that neglect the body's needs, thus bringing about psychological and often physiological consequences. Yep, we have awareness of some of these behaviors and still do them regardless. Conversely, the opposite of self-neglect is self-care. Self-care is the practice of behaviors that work towards meeting your body's needs. Hey, Tammy! These behaviors are healthy behaviors and unfortunately aren't always as recognizable as they should be, right? There are many aspects. Hey, Stephanie! There are many aspects of life we can become healthy in because we are multidimensional beings. We tend to focus on the physical version of what is healthy, but we mustn't neglect our emotional health, relational health, and spiritual health, and the interdependence of them all. It is the interplay between these aspects of health that unlock the combination for having the highest quality of living. We have by no means even understood the extent of interdependence between physical health and emotional health, and we haven't fully emphasized and conveyed to the masses the connection between a healthy mind and a healthy body. Though focusing on the body and our physical health is important, it is my belief that working on having a healthy mind allows us to take care of ourselves in all aspects. If we operate out of a healthy mind, self-care will follow. I just noticed the time. It's past the 5 minutes, but I only have this little bit left right here, here and this. So I'm going to keep reading. This is crazy good. Through my professional experience and research in working with weight loss surgery patients, I have found that there are distinct differences between patients who are successful with their weight loss long-term and those who experience a problematic regain of their weight. People who are successful in sustaining their weight loss think differently about themselves, dieting, exercise, weight loss, and the people around them. They seem to operate out of a different mindset. It's almost as if they view the world through a different set of lenses after they have surgery, a paradigm shift. It's principled living by a new set of rules and standards. They're living to a code of conduct in which they experience greater quality of living. The code of principles is about freedom and quality of living in multiple aspects. It is this mindset that allows them to practice behaviors that attend to their body's needs. Experientially, it's a lot like listening to your favorite song in mono for years and then hearing that same song in stereo for the first time. Once you've experienced stereo, you can't go back. Another goal of this book is to help you identify what might be getting in the way of developing a new mindset after surgery. My aim is to challenge the way you think about health, weight loss, and most importantly, yourself. I want to help you reframe how you feel about your body, your relationships, your habits, your food choices, and your overall approach to life. This process requires honesty, and this is what got me. Sometimes people practice behaviors they believe are good for them when they are not. And the skill in recognizing what is healthy will allow your efforts to be more efficient as you take care of yourself. That's like huge. I want to know the difference in practicing and noticing and really knowing and understanding the healthy part. The other part that he said is, but we can't do anything about our genetics. you know, but we can do something about the habits, behaviors, tendencies, and environment that play a role in our body's functioning and obesity. And the good news is that these things are reversible and modifiable with the right plan and approach. I am so looking forward to that part because we're going to learn that together. And we mustn't neglect our emotional health, relational health, and spiritual health, and the interdependence of them all. I guess I hadn't really looked at how they're all different and yet they depend on each other. So we're going to cover that. He said something else. Oh, people who are successful in sustaining their weight loss think differently about themselves, dieting, exercise, weight loss, and the people around them. What? They operate out of a different mindset. I really like that. He does want to help us. He wants to help us reframe how we feel about our body, our relationships, our habits, and our food choices, and our overall approach to life. I like that. I like that we can start learning the behaviors to reframe these things. And are you ready? Are you ready to actually do some of the work? It requires honesty, self-reflection, and a willingness to self-invest. I'm willing to self-invest. Hopefully you are too. Hopefully I'm not in this by myself. Hopefully we can do this together and see what it is, because being healthy begins with thinking healthy. And if we think well, guess what? We live well. Yay! So tomorrow at lunch, we start chapter 2. It's called The Bariatric Code Explained. Ooh. So that'll be tomorrow. We'll pick up again reading The Bariatric Code by Dr. Stephen Reyes. I will see you then. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.